We're seeing the same now with AI.
Exactly.
Lots of shiny new tools because the
Yeah.
fear of missing out is too much.
Exactly. And one of the things that they then forget, and that's what you also can see when you map socio-technical systems, is that when you bring in new technology, it has a huge effect on all the other elements in your system. The culture, the structure, the cognitive load of the people, the way people collaborate. It's hugely disruptive. You can't just bring in technology as you did before with a disk that said Windows 95, plug it in and think that it works. It doesn't happen that way anymore. So it's hugely disruptive. With cloud technology, you need to learn cloud native development. You need to do a shift left on your security and on your testing. People need to collaborate differently. So DevOps is also another tool. It's a mindset. So all those things you need to take into account when you bring in new technology. And very often organizations don't do that. They just put it on top of everything else and expect people and teams to just take it on board and run faster with it. But they don't. It slows them down. And then they're like, cloud should have made us faster. It should have saved us money. But now the bills are higher and people are slower. What happened? Yeah, well, it has huge consequences in your organization, and AI will be massively disruptive in that area because it accelerates everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you have bottlenecks in your organization, if you have places where cognitive load is already too high, if you have messiness anywhere, then this just will make it accelerate as well. It will just make it explode. So before you bring in AI in your organization, please make sure that you have a good idea of what your system looks like, how flow of value goes through your system right now. And if you see bottlenecks in there or things which you could optimize to make sure that people can sense where they need things to change, where they can take fast decisions, because that's really important. Do those things first before you pile on AI to the mess that you might already have. Otherwise, it will just explode.
This has been an amazing podcast. It's connected so many podcasts that we've already done and bringing them together into a coherent story. We mentioned the needs of understanding the user needs with jobs to be done.
Mhm.
And with Scott Burleson's podcast, you mentioned busting bottlenecks, which is a great theme of our emergent approach to strategy that we employ in our Carro. So I love that. We've had a number of podcasts on AI. Being clear, we're not Luddites with AI. We see this as an embracing opportunity, but
Absolutely.
you've got to get it right because it's going to amplify the best in us and amplify the worst in us.